Morning everyone, Boker Tov. We're continuing in Siman Rish Samech with the halachot of getting ready for Shabbat. And we're still talking about showering and cutting our nails. So we spoke about cutting nails last day or two. And a little bit more on that. We stopped a little bit short yesterday. The Mishnah Berurah brings down that there are those that say one should not cut their nails on Thursday, because when one cuts their nails, on the third day it starts growing again. So if you cut your nails on Thursday, and then Thursday, Friday, Shabbat it's going to start growing again. So it's not to that advantage. We're supposed to cut in honor of Shabbat. So the ideal time to cut is on Friday before Shabbat. And there are those that say, and people ask me this question often for some reason, I get this question a lot, can you cut your nails and toenails on the same day? So the Mishnah Berurah brings down that there are those that say not to do that, and that ideally you should cut your toenails on Thursday and your fingernails on Friday. But the Arizal, the Chidah, write that there's no hakpada on this. You don't have to be stringent on this. So again, the Chafetz Chaim says to do it on different days, and again, these Kabbalistic things, and the Arizal was not makpid in that you could cut both on the same day. And the Gemara tells us, there's a Gemara already, that when it comes to, because we mentioned yesterday about what is considered klipot, or the parts of the body that we cut off are like the shearings of the body is the most important, so this is like the tum'ah. So the Gemara says that if a person would burn their nails, their nails that were cut, then they're like a chassid. If one buries them, they're a tzaddik. If one just throws them on the street, it's a rasha. Because if a woman that's expecting steps on nails, it could affect the baby, that God forbid it could cause the baby to die. So again, spiritual things, but this is already a Gemara. So when it comes to us, when we cut our nails, the ideal thing should be if you flush them down the toilet. If you put them down the sink, you might eventually have a clog or whatever. That's second best. But the worst best is to throw it in the garbage. But the worst is just leaving it there, of course. We're not talking about that. But best is to flush it down the toilet, or at least down the sink, because if it's in the garbage, it's still present. Says the Prisha that this koach of tum'ah, of the nails having an effect, is only if the nails is on like when you cut it and now it falls in that spot. But if, let's say, you cut a nail and sometimes nails fly and you don't know where it is, then if you just broom the area, or you sweep the area, that you know that, okay, it's for sure moved, that nail for sure moved, then you're fine, and it won't affect negatively. Last 2 points is the Ben Ish Chai writes that one shouldn't cut his nails on his clothing. Sometimes you cut your nails maybe to gather the nails, and then you want to flush them down afterwards. Like, don't cut it when you're sitting down, say, on your clothing. Spiritually, this is not a good thing. You can cut it maybe over the sink, cut it over the toilet. However you do it, not over your clothing, says the Ben Ish Chai. Lastly, is that one should wash their hands netilat yadayim without a bracha after cutting one's nails. That's already earlier in Siman Daled in the Shulchan Aruch talks about that, and also after one gets a haircut. So if a person does this all before showering, you could shave, you could cut your nails, shower, and then wash your hands, because also after one showers, one should do netilat yadayim because you're touching covered parts of your body, and one should do netilat yadayim after a shower as well, without a bracha. Okay, that's that for today. We have a few things today. We have the Zoom Shiur B'ezrat Hashem is on at 3:30, Minchat 4:40. As advertised in the bulletin, we have a CJMT event. They have an all-week long event, but tonight is at Petach Tikva with myself, Rabbi Oziel, and Rabbi Kadosh giving some speeches. So that's going to be at 7 p.m. at PT. But because I don't know when it's going to end, and they advertise 7 to 10 p.m., and I want to try working it out, but I don't know if I'll be able to, so we're not going to do the shiur tonight, Haftarah shiur, because again, I don't know how long this is going to be. They advertise 7 to 10 p.m., so I don't know when I'm going to speak. That wasn't organized yet, I'm sorry. So no Haftarah shiur, but you can join us at PT tonight at 7 p.m. And that's that. Have a good day, everyone. Tanad Eliyahu.